Good morning, Michael. Now, you've been a big supporter of Boris Johnson. You said it was a tragedy that he was removed. But looking at this Privileges Committee investigation, the general understanding in the media had been that the Prime Minister would have had to knowingly, had to deliberately mislead Parliament. Now it appears that this committee is saying that even if he didn't know he was misleading Parliament, he could still be found guilty.
That's right. The definition of guilt, I'm just going to read you, actually, if I may, a brief definition. The standard common law test of criminal liability is expressed in mens rea, and mens rea is showing intent. Mens rea literally means guilty mind. As a general rule, someone who acted without mental fault is not liable in criminal law. And in the past, that is precisely how the Privileges Committee has addressed these issues. And it's interesting, by the way, that Harriet Harman is now currently the chairman, because the previous chairman was Chris Bryant, who reclused himself because he'd made a number of tweets, all of which said that Boris was guilty of lying to the House. So they appointed Harriet Harman instead. And yet Harriet Harman, maybe not quite as many tweets as Chris Bryant, has also said the same publicly. So she already has a view before the inquiry has even begun. And many people will think, including me, that this change in the rules and the appointment of Harriet Harman is a deliberate attempt by the Privileges Committee of the House of Commons not only to fine Boris Johnson in some respect, but also to get rid of Boris Johnson altogether, because they even went to the lengths of contacting the Speaker of the House of Commons, where the provisions of the Act would apply, it says. And what is the Act? It's the Recall of MPs Act. And what that would mean is it could lead to Boris Johnson having to fight a by-election because 10% of the population of Uxbridge, which is his constituency, might be called upon to put their names forward and say a by-election needs to be called, which is exactly what Harriet Harman and the Labour Party want.